The footballing calendar. There might have been a shift in the bigger picture and indeed the power balance since the days when both these teams were perennial winners. But one thing remains unchanged: they cannot stand losing to each other. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Well, this is undoubtedly a mouth-watering encounter. Certainly it has played a significant part in the history of the English game.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
So straight into the action. Pullet plays it in. Played out wide. Rummenigge in acres of space out wide.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. So a very special reception for the very special Franck Ribéry.
Very true, and I think all of us here are expecting an awful lot from him. He is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the very best in his preferred left-wing position. He said himself that that's where he feels most free.
I guess that's what gives him the freedom to make use of his pace, his movement, and his ability to shoot from a fair way out.
Correct.
Maldini attempts a clearance.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
Ribéry. It's come to nothing. Cannavaro. Manchester United
really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Nedved. Good ball, good take. Pirlo. Bale. Bale! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Manchester United is having a shot! And that's a tidy finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So that's two now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And it's Davids. Manchester United have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Cochu's cross. And that should get the job done. Out for a throw. Bale. Half an hour played now. Bale. And here's Nedved. He's on it. Can he get away?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Ferdinand. James. Kukçu. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now James. Rijkaard. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And that is headed for the middle. Ferdinand can get it clear.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pass is just off target. James. Kukçu. Half-time getting close now. Neymar. Rafinha. This is a promising build-up. And it's James. Robertson. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And this is Bale. And he's had it nicked away. Neymar. Now Davids. A probing pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Manchester United clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation
That's
to
the
just
first half.
sit on the lead second
Let's
half.
hope for more
The
of the
opposition
same.
will be doing their utmost, try and get back into this. So they have to be alert.
Manchester United looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So we're off again. Rijkaard. Not the most convincing of passes. Rummenigge. Oh, shooting chance! Robertson. Rijkaard. And it's James. Kukçu.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Rummenigge. He's through on goal. Shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rummenigge. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever... Oh, terrible pass. Takes a shot! And he's stuck it away. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Arsenal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And here's chance, surely! And he steered it beyond the post. Robertson. And it's Neymar. Rafinha. Here's Kanu. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Space for him to turn and look. Nedved. That's Vieira. Bale. Now it's Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's Bale! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Crossed into the box. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Substitution for Manchester United.
It's their second corner of the game.
Bale. Coming on to replace him is number 9, Adriano.
Nice interception, well timed. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That looks a cracking ball. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And that's another good win of the ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Nedved. Nedved. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And this is out, shot at goal! And that is faded wide.
Adriano really looked sharp out there. That first touch, sensational.
Number 23, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Coming on the field is
James.
number 13, Johan Cruyff.
Manchester United are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Looking for options for movement. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Manchester United.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Number 21.
So lead courtesy of an own goal. Adriano. Adriano! No, not quite.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
James. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's good play.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, now here's a good battle. It's Asa! And that is a truly outstanding save. 4 added minutes on the board. Robertson and Neymar. Rafinha is onto this. It's not an especially good pass, that. And that will be the final act. Manchester United really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans.
Welcome to one of English football's red-letter days.
Hello,
Arsenal
everybody,
versus
and
Manchester
welcome to
United will
today's
always
match.
be a major date on the
Manchester
footballing
United
calendar. There might have been a shift in the bigger picture and indeed the power balance since the days when both these teams were perennial winners. But one thing remains unchanged. They cannot stand losing to each other.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Genuinely a heavyweight contest. North against South, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
So straight into the action.
Bale gets into a good position. Tries one from range. No, not quite.
Pirlo probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle.
It's Nedved!
Still goalless. Now it's Hazard. Can he get on the end of this? Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Adriano. Now it's Bale. Bale.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, that's a dangerous ball.
Oh, that's neat.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Robertson. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Swings in across.
Manchester United.
Really do like their passes from deep.
Davids! It's anyone's ball now.
And that's aimed into the middle. And that should get the job done. Played backwards here. Ferdinand. And it's James. Tries to pass it through. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Davids. And Robertson. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And here's Kokchu. And here's Savinho. Bullet. Can he get it through? Well timed, excellent interception. Nedved driving forward. Now it's Bale. That has been slung wide. Savinho. No way through. And it's Robertson. Trossard. And Robertson. And here's Trossard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. And he's managed to get free.
Oh, chance!
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
James. Works it forward. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now the breakaway. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Shevchenko. Savinho finding himself in space. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And this could be the final action of the first half. And he's there to clear it. And it's half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side yet off the mark.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're underway for the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Ferdinand. And it's Robertson. Trossard. Now it's Hazard. Trossard. Looking tidy in possession here. Pirlo. Bullet is always scanning the pitch for targets. James. And here's Kökçü.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Very nicely done. He's being urged to shoot. And this is... And a chance! He's scored!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Arsenal have their second corner now. And that is well cleared. Not the most accurate pass. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Now it's Bale. Bale. Now it's Nedved. It's Nedved! That's another chance! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
There's the shot! And he hits the net! And this is getting better and better. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully. Oh, terrible pass. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Savinho might just make this.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's James. And it's skewed away. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well seen, saw that coming. Bale tries to play it through. The message is clear, none shall pass. And the through ball, and this is Bale. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? Relentless, just relentless. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now it's Bale. A probing pass. That ball looks a good one. Manchester United have hit a quick-fire double here. And here's Bale. Kukçu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, super find. And this is Pirlo. Real chance! He's got a goal! This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Number 11.
Manchester United are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And here's Cruyff. And here's Hullet. Cruyff. Hullet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Cruyff. Trossard. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Number 7, Bullet. Coming on the field is number 20, Matthias Cunha.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Matthias Cunha. Aimed beyond the defence. Davids. And Robertson. Martinelli. Rummenigge. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Matthias Cunha. And that is masterful defending. Matthias Cunha. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Looking to widen the gap even further here. To a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. And we're done. Manchester United pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice And there's a... Mathias Cunha! Magnificent from Mathias Cunha! A finish of true class! The ideal start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Neymar. Played out wide. That's a nicely weighted pass. Nicked it back promptly. Nice looking ball. That's good vision. And that has been cleared. And claimed it back swiftly. Not the most accurate pass.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Haaland. Driving on and making good progress. Mathias Cunha. Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Goes for a shot! Magnificent from Mathias Cunha! He's got himself an absolute peach. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
And yes, and the finish! And it's there! And he is just ripping it up! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He
leaps for it! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
And we have our very first corner. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Has a look and plays it forward.
Oh, Gilted is having a shot!
And that's off target.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Hazard stood his ground strongly. Leicester have hit a quick-fire double here. Now it's Haaland. Pass somewhat off target. Kökçü. Savinho. Savinho's cross. Mathias Cunha. Cunha going forward. And here's Haaland. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Haaland. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Davids. Now it's Savinho. Now it's Kökçü. And it's Azar. Looking for a runner. Nicely worked. Olise. Now that looks a decent ball. It's come to nothing. That's a little off target. Now it's Haaland.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Lovely passing, lovely movement as well.
Hazard. Kukçu. Leicester heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Has crossed into the middle. It'll be a throw-in. Savinho. Savinho's cross. Oh, well played. Shot a goal! And that's a tidy finish. And they are right back within touch. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So could they be onto something here? And it's Rodri.
2 added minutes
Tries to
has been
pass it through.
indicated.
Shoots! He's got a goal! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round.
That's the end of the first 45.
Leicester are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence a whole power of good.
Leicester leading by 3, and normally that would do, and some. But this feels like no ordinary game. So the action resumes. James. Oh, good spread. Aimed beyond the defence. Kukçu receives it in a wide position. Getting up there! Final touch was poor.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Neymar. Over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Davids. And he's forced to go back. And it's James. It's Ferdinand. And it's Rijkaard. Robertson. Hazard. Well, that's an excellent interception. Rodri.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Matheus Cunha. Oh, sweet feet. That's good running with the ball. Oh, such a clever touch. Tries a shot! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Spirited, to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Savinho. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Neymar. Oh, that's a key interception. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Oh, it's come loose. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Davids. And the pass is intercepted. Vinicius Junior quietly revving up. And here's Haaland. And it's Rodri. And here's Vinicius Junior. Strokes it back. Shevchenko was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Rodri.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Neatly clipped into space. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Cunha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Robertson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vinicius Junior. Shot could be on. Into the last quarter of an hour. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Haaland. Big chance! Outstanding save to keep that out.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Number 18, Erling Haaland. Coming on the field, number 22, Desiree Doué. Number 8, Kane.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Leicester have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Rafinha, now that's well seen too. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Now it's Olise.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
João Cancelo. Rodri. Knocks it into space. Doué. Now it's Menu. Spread to the right. Now it's Olise. He's shifting through the gears here. And he can clear it away. Now it's Olise. Olise. And he is deftly away. Shapes to shoot! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Substitution on the field, number 3.
Leicester
Olise.
making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Time added on will be 2 minutes.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
And that is as far as it goes. Leicester just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick and such fun.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, there is the enigma that is Kanu, a truly distinctive football legend.
Yeah, I think for somebody who's 6'6", Peter, he had the best footwork, I think, of the lot. We know he's an acute finisher with an eye for the spectacular, but it's his vision, his nimbleness, as well as the ability to play with his back to goal, which stood out for me.
With him it was never dull, unpredictability, excitement, entertainment, that was him.
Yeah, certainly was.
Trossard, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
And here's Shevchenko. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's saved. Big chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. Decent chance! It's bounced back off the post. Goal, Milan! Shevchenko duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Always play.
Great chance!
Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
It's a good ball out wide. Knocks it into space. Chance to do...
Oh, good effort! And no mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Pirlo.
Some intricate passing, looking to...
And Hullet! Ruud Hullet! Beyond special! What a player! A finish right from the top draw! And they're threatening to fly away here!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Impressive jump! It goes to show he is human after all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
It's a really well-measured ball. Where it came from.
And it's Rijkaard. Milan have scored 2 quick goals here. Kukcu.
That's a smartly directed ball. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Well, now here's a good bat. Shevchenko!
No, he's missed it.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Rijkaard.
Robertson.
And it's James.
It's a good run down the right.
And he goes cross-field. Robertson. Now Trossard. Space for him to turn and look. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack. And this is Shevchenko. That's a... Oh, they could be caught out here. Shot a goal! James. Savinho. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And it's Robertson. And this is Hazard.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Shevchenko gets into a good position. Rui Costa. Crosses it in.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
And it's Rui Costa. Takes a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what a mistake! Robertson.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Trossard. Hazard. And it's Ferdinand. And he's quick to return it. Hullet.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Hullet. He's picked his way through. Shevchenko tries a shot! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Milan producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. That gets us going once more. Savinho. That is a brilliant interception. Rijkaard, he is always looking to break lines. He's a sharp little ball here. No, that's been intercepted. Robertson. Hazard. Seedorf running with intent. Milan do have a chance to counter here. And Shevchenko! Lacking in accuracy.
Milan certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Now it's Hazard. Trossard. Nicely weighted ball. Rijkaard. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Shevchenko. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Trossard. Milan, the only team in this. 3-0 already. Hazard. And it's Kukçu. Hazard. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rui Costa. And the counter-attack is on for Milan.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Azar. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rui Costa. So, what can they make of this? Seedorf in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And that is well cleared. And here's Shevchenko. Kukchu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's in on goal. Header! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are playing them off the park. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. And he welcomes it in. And it's claimed by the keeper. Shevchenko is flagged offside. Tries to pass it through. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And they can counter here. Kanu. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Arsenal really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Now it's Shevchenko. Rui Costa. Robertson. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well-timed, excellent interception.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pirlo. Azar. And he plays one through. Now it's come to nothing. It's not an especially good pass, that. Rijkaard. Now it's Hullet. The final 5 minutes. And here's Shevchenko. That's destined for the flank. Now there's Shevchenko! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Looking for options for movement. Rui Costa. Foot in. Seedorf at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. Threads one in. That's a good ball. Oh, shooting chance! Davids can clear it all. Oh, and the referee says that is it. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other...
So here we are, another day of pride, pomp and polarisation as two tribes representing London and Manchester collide. Arsenal and Manchester United, of course, undoubtedly two of the most illustrious clubs in the English game, recent history perhaps notwithstanding. Whatever the stakes, though, these matches are never dull, so strap in. Expectations and decibels both rising fast, and the keeper's given it away.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as quite an achievement.
Now it's Bale. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. He has found the way through. Robertson deals with that comfortably. Drogba is herring after that one. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's very neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Trossard. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Rafinha looking to receive it in space. Arsenal with the corner, there first. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Hazard. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bale! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Ball is over the line. Now it's Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Hazard. That's good play. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hazard proves... Oh, great leap! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Kokchu was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pirlo, now it's Bale.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good.
It's Adriano! Adriano! Just look at it! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Manchester United take the lead. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Kokchu, looking for the run. Ball swung in. Buffon deals with that nice and simple.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Kukçu. Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Manchester United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Vieira. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Oh, it's a great ball. Adriano! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Pull it. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Cannavaro. And it's Bale. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Robertson.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now it's Hullet. Great ball, and it's Bale! A real chance and a real let-off.
Manchester United really are good at what they're...
And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Manchester United definitely happy with the way they've gone about things in the first half. Could they have turned more of their chances into goals? They can't let that be their regret now.
Manchester United have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Manchester United are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's a sharp little ball here. He is through, and the shot! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like...
Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And he is just ripping it up.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bale, always looking for that half a chance. Bale. No, he's having a pop! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Kukçu gets it away. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Thuram gets across to intercept that. And it's Azar. Azar going face-to-face with his great rival. He's going for goal! Gareth glittering Bale! He's got himself an absolute peach. Just
cruising! They are cruising! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Adriano! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these
Tries from a long way out. Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
James. Ferdinand. Now it's Hullet. He's shifting through the gears here. And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, that's well spotted. Can he get it through? Now, can they get him away? And it's pulled back. And now they can clear their lines. That has been cut short. Savinho gets into a good... Oh, good climb! Oh, it needed better placement.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So we have movement
7,
on both benches.
Hullet. Number 9, Adriano. Number 21,
Interception, his positioning was spot on.
Number 6,
The most accurate
Here.
pass.
coming on the field. Number 20,
Now it's Matthias Cunha.
Matthias Cunha.
Probing
Number
pass.
23, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number
Arsenal
22,
can breathe again,
Nedved.
just.
Number 16,
You know, it was an intervention
Rodri.
that had to be made.
Substitution.
Serious trouble lay in store.
Ødegaard. And here's Savinho. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rummenigge. This ended up in no man's land. Matthias Cunha. Into the last 5 minutes. Pass somewhat off target. Rummenigge. Now it's Matthias Cunha. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Corner number 2 then. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
He's got away. Hazard. Here comes the cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. There will be 4 extra minutes. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Bale. Matthias Cunha is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery, and that was asking for too much. And time is up. So a real showpiece win. This stop was simply far too clever.